It's the Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio.
This is Kyle Hyman here with Andrea Serrani. We're going to try something new. This is Hot Takes with Low Stakes. We definitely need a jingle for this.
Yeah,
if we're going to keep doing this.
We definitely do.
Hot Takes with Low Stakes.
And you know what? Something else. We are open to suggestions. Let us know what you would like us to give our hot takes on.
Yeah, we don't have much time, though. 2 minutes per topic, 7 topics. We're going to do this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
There's even going to be an alarm, by the way.
Yeah, first topic. No meat on Fridays.
Like every Friday.
Right. Mm-hmm. So this is something I kind of didn't realize until an adult, maybe like 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
That you always hear no meat during Fridays during Lent.
Yes.
But as Catholics, we're supposed to be doing some kind of sacrifice every Friday.
Every Friday.
The suggestion is no meat.
Yes.
But you could substitute that with something else.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that until I was an adult either.
Yeah. I feel like actually Father Ben Mullenkamp had mentioned this one time. I was like,
wait, what?
oh yeah, I'm not really doing that.
Yeah.
So we have started doing as a family, no meat on Fridays. I don't know, a couple years ago maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard, but it is intentional.
Yes. You have to actually try to do it.
You have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like this morning I woke up, our refrigerator, usually I bring in leftovers for lunch.
Yeah, that's our hardest thing is
We have 3
leftovers.
dinners of leftovers. All 3 have meat in them.
Yeah.
So I didn't pack a lunch today.
Yeah. And then you have to get creative. That's our hardest thing. We have actually meatless dinners twice a week, not just once a week. But our hardest thing is lunch leftovers. The other thing is, it's almost like I do the meat thing because it's harder for me to come up with something else. Like I think people do come up with other ideas.
Yeah.
But like my position is, it's easier to just not eat meat than it is to like remember to make a different sacrifice that would be totally unrelated. Like it would be harder for me to remember to like have a cold shower if I'm not even going to have a cold shower. Right. Anyway.
Yeah, and once you get in the habit of it, it becomes a lot easier. Once you start thinking about this.
And there are some
you're
really
probably
good
going to mess
meatless-
up for the first 6 months.
Some really good meatless recipes, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
New topic. This is stressful. Candles are overrated.
Oh.
So here's my
There are
thought.
some people who love
I realize
candles.
candles can provide a certain mood, a certain atmosphere, and especially in liturgy, they have a place. Like we're supposed to have candles at Mass. But I think since we have electricity now, the specificity of it being a candle versus, like, for example, a sanctuary light.
Yes.
Right? We're supposed to have a red light by the tabernacle, a red candle, so that people know that Jesus is present in the Eucharist in that tabernacle.
Right.
Here at the station, we have a chapel.
I was just going to say, we do have a red candle inside the chapel.
Whoa.
We also...
What are you going to say?
We have a light that has a red light bulb outside of the chapel.
Oh. But the candle in the chapel is not a candle.
It's not?
It's battery powered.
I had no idea.
Because we were cranking through these candles. And
See, we wouldn't even know.
And we all of a sudden realized, like, we don't have any candles left.
Oh.
And so I don't know the whole conversation, but now we have an electric candle and rechargeable batteries. And we just
and I didn't even know.
Rechargeable battery. Yeah.
Totally fooled me.
It looks like a candle.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
So
you're getting everything you need. And it's the same thing.
Is it really necessary that it be a real candle?
Here's the other thing, guys. Candles are bad for you. There are all these studies about how the smoke has carcinogens and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to risk our health for the ambience?
Is it wasteful?
When we can get the same ambience from a battery-powered candle? I mean, I'm just saying. This is an excellent point, Kyle.
Okay.
Although I really loved your hot take. Now that we have electricity, we should be beyond this.
Right. Flat earthers. 2 minutes.
So last night, so I research all these things to help me, keep my kids, teach them things, fun educational things to do. So I'm looking at these Instagram accounts and I find this account, like Flat Earth Kids or something. And I think it's a joke. I think, you know what? This is just a joke and it's funny. It's like making fun of people who think the earth is flat. But then I started actually looking at this person's account, and she's got like all of these, what she considers to be proofs that the earth is flat. So she's got this meme that's like lake flat, water's flat. The bathtub, water's flat. Cup, water's flat. Earth, water's flat, question mark.
Right. And it shows a globe where like the
water
is
doesn't
curved.
work this way, right? Like water doesn't stay in something if it's too big. And it got me thinking about the reason people think this is because of references to scripture that talk about the four corners of the earth. And that means that if there are four corners of the earth, that means that the earth must be flat.
Right. It must be square then.
But then they think that all these pictures that like NASA have given us are faked.
Right.
I'm like, in order to justify our extremely literal, like in order to be right, how we will just ignore everything around us.
Yeah.
But this is not just a flat earther thing. Like, right? We just do this. We'll be like, that evidence can't be true because it goes against what I already think.
Right.
This is an important lesson for us to learn, guys.
I like it. I think there's a lot more to talk about flat earthers, but our 2 minutes is up. So, another hot take with low stakes. I think electronic bells aren't as cool as some people think they are.
Oh.
So, for example, in a church, a lot of times it's cheaper to replace the bell tower, the bell.
Yes.
Mechanical, pull a cord and it rings a bell.
Right,
with
right.
a speaker system that has the sound of bells.
Mm-hmm.
I understand economics. This might be a better investment for the church. Like, let's not spend
it's like candles.
$500,000.
It might be cheaper to upkeep an electronic thing than it is to upkeep a bell or whatever.
But let's not be fooled and suckered into some propaganda put forth by the electronic bell company.
Indoctrination.
That having,
now you sound like a flat earther.
Having a bell system, an electronic bell system that can play any song is by definition then better than having a single or two or three bells that are real bells.
So quantity is not the same as quality.
Right. And nobody is fooled by your little bell tower that can now play Handel's Messiah accurately. Let's not think like this is a better bell system. Cheaper? Sure. I buy it.
Yes.
Maybe more versatile? Yes. But a single bell going dong, dong, I think is nicer than bing, like, yeah, come on now. Nobody's buying that you really installed 88 bells up there so that you can play
in your single
any
bell
Mozart
tower.
song.
Oh, man. Two of my favorite experiences, hearing the bells over the radio when Pope Francis was elected, because all the churches in Rome do the bells.
Probably real bells.
And being outside of Notre Dame Cathedral and hearing their bells, which they do actually have dozens of bells.
All right. Next hot take. Fruit tastes better dehydrated.
Oh, this is a hot take.
Do you believe that?
No, I
Raisins
do not agree.
Better than grapes?
Nope.
What about dried bananas?
Nope.
Better than banana? Really?
No.
What about apricots?
No.
Dried apricot?
I just disagree with you on this point.
I thought this was just. I thought everybody.
You thought this was universal that everyone liked dried fruit better? No, the only dried fruit. I mean, I'm okay with banana chips. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Dried apples.
I like dried mango, although not better than mango.
Okay.
But that's it. Like I'll eat raisins and craisins and whatever. I don't like dried apple. I prefer not to have it. Don't like dried rings? Strawberries. Don't like them.
Oh.
Don't want them. Don't need them in my life.
Oh. Well, I thought this was going to be an easy one.
Well, why do you like them better?
I don't know. I just think they taste better. And I thought maybe it's getting rid of all that water.
Yeah, but I like the juicy.
Like
I think that the dried apple ones end up tasting like a little more sour to me. This is, wow. I can't believe that you think they're better.
Yeah.
And you can't believe I think they're not. I like the juicy.
Huh. Well, now, have you ever injected water back into something?
No, that would be an interesting experiment.
Do you ever have like a raisin in something that's wet, like an oatmeal or something, and it expands?
Expands a little bit.
Yeah,
This seems like something that my 3-year-old would do. She's really interested right now in putting food into her water glass, which is extremely frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe we should turn it into an experiment. I'll give her some dried apple pieces.
Well, now she's going to think she can do that all the time.
that are otherwise gross.
You have to preface it like, just this one time we'll do an experiment, and then you don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
Okay. So
She's 3.
maybe I need to go back to the drawing board on that one. All right. Next one. Could confession be easier?
Oh.
So
You don't mean
this
like
is, I'm asking
easier,
the
like
question.
you don't feel scared to do it.
Well, I think that
I mean,
could be
it could
part
be
of
a
it.
result, but you don't mean
yeah.
easier like it's not hard. I mean, it's always hard to admit you're wrong and whatever else.
right.
That's not what you mean.
Well, yeah. Is there a way that we can make it more accessible? Is there a way that we can make it less inconvenient to go to confession? And this is the thing. I don't want to take away from the sacrament. I'm not trying to dilute
Right.
the sacrament, but is there something that we could be doing to make it easier? Like, for example, I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm asking if it's a good idea. Like a drive-through confession. Like if we could have a priest sitting in an old defunct
Like a bank.
bank or
Just you got to talk through the microphone.
yeah, because then you don't see the person.
Right.
Send that tube over
Yes.
with a little examination of conscience.
Yes. Ooh,
And then you just
see, I
talk
like where
through the
you're going with
microphone.
this. Interesting.
I was thinking like an old fast food restaurant. And
Right.
you pull up to the window,
Right.
give your confession. Mm-hmm. Kind of make it easier, quicker, but also like maybe the menu is your examination of conscience.
Right.
But then it got me thinking, like, is there a way that we could almost order like it's now here's the question, like, could you just say numbers without saying the actual sin? Like, could you just say like 14 of the number 7, which might be lying or whatever?
Does that make it easier?
Like just really kind of quickly going through. It makes it easier because you don't have to say the thing that you're embarrassed to say.
Yeah.
But is that part of it? That us verbalizing the sin is part of it versus
Right.
writing it down and passing it to the priest to be like, this is my confession. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, let's talk about number 7 there.
Interesting.
Could you do it on an iPad? Could you like do your examination of conscience and then hit submit? Oh my. I don't know the answers to these
Interesting.
questions.
Me either.
But could we make it more convenient, more easy, more
I wonder what canon law says.
palatable? I don't know. Could we get more people going? All right, last one.
Oh boy.
And we don't have a full 2 minutes. Somehow we messed up on the math. Family-friendly mass.
This is my hottest take at the moment.
Okay.
Every parish should have one mass that's totally family friendly. It can be
What do you mean by that?
It can be
Like
at
puppets?
the least convenient time. No,
Puppets and,
I mean things like the homily,
accordions?
silent prayer after communion. These are the hardest parts of mass for kids.
Right.
Right. So the best things for kids are when there's music, when there are things happening like at the altar or whatever. So my theory about the most family friendly mass is sing every single verse of every single song. It's not that I want mass to be short necessarily. It's just some things are better for kids than others. So I don't care if you sing every single verse of every single song, but make your homily short.
But a shorter mass might be conducive
Yeah,
to the
maybe.
families as
But
well.
also, if there's something that my kids can participate in, like a song, even if they're not singing, that's better than a homily that they don't know what's going on.
I like it.